All right, good morning, cyber traders. Welcome back. Good to see you all on this lovely Thursday. How's everybody doing? Good to see you. Good morning, Grant. Good to see you, Samuel, Angan, everybody here. Good to everybody can hear me loud and clear. Good. All right. Well, listen, a couple of exciting things moving on this morning. Got a couple of good little pops going on this one thing. Let me tell you, did you guys see the Roots? That was an unbelievable stock. It had some, I guess, had some great earnings yesterday. You could see the stock was $5. Let me just blow this up so you guys can see a little bit bigger. Stock had a really nice move. I mean, went from almost 6, popped all the way to about 13. Damn, that's some big move over there. The only thing that freaked me out this morning was this pop right here around like 740. We had, I know a lot of you guys were jumping into it and trading it because, we start trading here about 745. Stock literally ran from 1320 all the way up to about 15. And then this little slingshot here was absolutely gross. I mean, that thing was pretty scary. It is a very, very volatile stock. And you know what? When I was looking over here on level 4, it looks like there's a lot of, how could I say it? Probably Josh could probably say it a little bit different than me, but it seems like a lot of like people testing it. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So back in the old days, we'll call them flash orders. And a flash order, just an order that goes out there and they'll pull it, cancel it, pull it. You see all these orders right here? These are flash orders. You know, they put an order out there, they cancel it, they change their mind. That means it could be a lot of algorithms, stuff like that. I know Josh is having class today at Cyber Trade University. Please, hopefully everybody enjoyed yesterday's classes. But a lot, I think, has to do, these are the things you have to learn and understand so you don't get caught up on that because you don't want to be on the wrong side of a stock like this. But there are a couple of stocks moving. We'll keep a close eye on them. And, I got a couple other ones. We're going to go out there and share them. Dario, good to see you all. Welcome very much on YouTube and everyone else. All right, so let's go talk about what happened yesterday. Now, yesterday, honestly, I didn't really think it was the greatest day, but we did have some really nice movers. I want to start off with put this on a 2-day chart right here. So I thought the UCAR was fabulous. I mean, this thing started right around here, right around this 560. And what time was that? She was a little bit of a latecomer. And, we were sitting there trading in the trading room and, we post those things out there. All of a sudden, stock literally went from like 585 and right around 10 o'clock. And then it had this little shake right here. It moved right here around 10:06. And I think that's where everybody started getting into a little bit. And that was the nice move from that 635 all the way up to a beautiful 920. And you're talking about within 30 minutes. And it had this little slingshot right here and kind of flattened out. Got kind of ugly after a little while, but she wasn't that bad when we first found it, when she started moving right around these prices, right around that $6 price range. Really nice mover, nice stock. A lot of you did pretty well. This one also, a lot of you remember we traded this a couple of days ago, early in the month. And I look here in the long-term chart right here, you can see that this stock basically ran from 60 cents to $3. It was just unbelievable that day. Well, she had a good move yesterday, but then, listen, I think we saw the writing on the wall. We knew this was going to be, a typical shake, a little short squeeze right here. Ran from 160 all the way to about 260, came right back down. It got halted so many times. And, the big thing for everybody who was in the cyber group room, we mentioned it a couple of times. We said, guys, don't get caught up on this stock. Don't look at what happened a couple of days ago. Think it's going to happen to get there. There's a lot of day traders are probably jumping into it. Just take the money and run. And it did exactly what we thought it was going to do. Ocean was also, it's pretty funny. Ahi, Ocean. Sounds like next stock should probably be tuna. But this stock also was the best stock in pre-market yesterday. I mean, this was basically it. But once the market opened up, she wasn't so friendly. She came all the way back down to 680. But this is where a lot of you here that we hear yesterday, here in the morning meeting, you could see that this stock ran from 570 all the way up until about 9 o'clock, ran to about $8 a share. And, even if you showed up late, this was great yesterday. Actually, if you're watching this video, you could always go back and you could watch yesterday's recording on our YouTube channel. But right here, everyone saw the stock go from that $7, made a nice pop to about $8. That's not bad, a dollar move. I mean, that was a pretty nice pop right there. And also, last but not least, Carvana was good in the afternoon. Stock had a good move. Now, Carvana, you could see it right here. Just it's funny. I was watching, obviously, just for some of you don't know this, Carvana was a $350 stock. And when you look at it where it's now and you saw the run that it had, you'd be like, wow, that's a hell of a run. This thing has a long way to go. But anyway, I was watching TV. They're starting to advertise. They're doing everything. So I don't know. Maybe they got some funding. I know they had good earnings and they beat earnings. So Carvana looks like it's probably making a little bit of comeback. But just be very careful of Carvana because it's not the easiest stock to trade like it used to. Okay, so that's the point I want to keep an eye on. And one other stock I want to throw in the mix. You know I'm a big fan of Boyle. Okay, now Boyle, right here, just want to bring this up. Boyle also is a $120 stock. The stock got decimated, got destroyed. Well, she's been on a pretty decent move. She's got this little resistance levels right around here, around this 320. She's been coming back. Let me show you here on the long-term chart. You could see she's been on like a little bit of a trend. This is not a day trade, okay? This has to be a swing trade, and it's got to get past this just under $4 price range. But you could trade several thousand shares of the stock. I still own it. And I own it. I'm kind of like flat right now, but I'm averaging up if it continues to go higher. So, as a swing trade, because Boyle got so crushed and everything else, I would keep a close eye on it. Now, what's moving in this morning, let's go over a couple of stocks that came up on the watch list. Now, there's this one right here. It's up about 145%. LCFY. It started around $8, ran all the way to $20. Now, that is all pre-market. Now, this is the issue with the stock. It is extremely volatile. Some of you are probably getting some alerts, seeing people talking about it on their watch list. This is probably already a category 5, okay? And, if you're in class and you were in the class with Josh yesterday and he was talking about charts and everything else, part of that category of classes that we teach is, the big thing we teach is called the 3 T's: tradable, trend, and trap. Well, if the stock is not tradable, you can't get in and out of it. You could really blow up your account. You got to be an advanced trader to trade it. I know it sounds beautiful to see a stock go from 8 to 20, but it can go from 20 back down to 8 and you could blow up your account. So if you're an advanced trader, it's going on my watch list, but you got to be one of those traders that make, 6 figures or higher to trade it, to kind of be up your alley. Now, if you still feel tempted, you want to do it, just don't go out there and trade a lot of it. Maybe trade, 50 shares, 100 shares. You know what I mean? So if it moves $1, you can make $100 on 100 shares. So that's where you got to look mentally. Could the stock make a big move? Well, listen, even a small stock like that, you got to be a little concerned. So next stock that also made the watch list right here is the stock right here is PIXY. Now, we traded this stock in the past. This stock, you could see it got really beat up right here. PIXY. It actually had a nice move. You can see it here early in the morning. Now, what I like about this stock right here is this. So there are some buyers right here that just showed up that are holding it up here around 260. But if you notice, the buyers started pulling their orders. Okay. So that really makes me a little skeptical. I don't know if I'm really that much of a buyer as much. Like I said, it's got some support levels. It's holding here since about 5:30 this morning. So you know what? It's not a bad looking stock. It's inexpensive. It's got a very good spread. It's very tradable. So that one, we'll put it on our watch list. Roots is already on the watch list. We already talked about that one. Just once again, very volatile, big swings. A lot of flash orders in it. I know some people are logging in late right now, whatever it is. Just be very, very careful when it comes to that. Now, a couple of the stocks out there I want to bring up. Brian says in the cyber group room, the AGLE. Yeah. So AGLE has got a huge runner-up. The only issue with AGLE is this. You know we're not a fan of trading stocks under $1. Okay. She's moving unbelievable. I don't know if they're it's a pharmaceutical stock too. Maybe they must have came out with something pretty good because it's up about 600%. I'm not a fan trading stocks like this because what happens with these stocks, you're dealing with tenths of a penny, all that stuff right there. But I will admit, you do get iceberg orders on the stock, okay? And you could see right here, let me just show you here. It's kind of hard to read. So there was a big iceberg order right here. You could see it right here around 10 cents, but we're already at 1070, okay? And zooming in over here a little bit, a million share buyer at 50 cents. You know, it's kind of hard to read on the iceberg orders out here. Let me see if I can read it on NASDAQ Book Viewer. AGLE is NASDAQ Book Viewer. So you can see a little bit, 18,000, 30,000. Yeah, this is like I said, you're still getting orders on it. And I would just be very cautious about it. I mean, some of you here have been in for a while, Brian, so you know a little bit about it, how to trade it, but just be a little cautious on it. This stock would probably would have been halted if the market opened up, though. All right. Now, I looked over the New York Stock Exchange. I don't know if I really see anything there. You got this stock up 3 million shares, trade 11%, but just kind of flat. You know, New York Stock Exchange, very, very rare to find anything. And then overall, as brand name stocks, I'm not seeing too much. I mean, Tesla's finally coming down a little bit. It's been having a huge rally. PIXY, that's the one that we just found earlier, just looking at the most active. Nikola has been doing pretty well for us, but she's kind of died out the last 2-3 days. That pretty much does it. Okay. So I don't really see anything more out there. Anyone else see anything out there that we did not call out? What do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stocks. Not the greatest list. Not the greatest. But listen, you know what happens when the market opens up. There's always something that will show up. All right. All right. So just to let everybody know, a couple of quick announcements. Remember, we got class today, phase 1, lesson 3 and 4. I will be at NASDAQ today. So if everyone here wants to come and watch, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and our Twitter. And it's going to be live on Twitter. We'll post a link up there in the trading room. And like I told you, if anyone here wants to come and join us, you got that little QR code on the top left-hand corner. Just take your phone and just click on it and go from there. Kevin on YouTube just wants me to say, Fausto, could you check out the QQQs? So listen, the QQQs, I mean, we had a big rally. It's not really going anywhere. When you look over here on the that cheap little stock already hit 88 cents. Damn. So AGLE, just put it here. 88 cents. That thing keeps pushing. The problem with the QQQs is this. You're not going to see all the orders. A lot of algorithms. Very difficult to see the orders out there. And you're dealing with a $300 stock. You know what I mean? It's all about less risk, more reward. Right, Kevin? A little slow this morning, but we can change. It could change anytime, Grant. It's very well said. Very well said. All right, so let's get back to the market opened up. We got about 15. I mean, markets will be open up in 15 minutes. Don't forget about classes. Don't forget about me watching my show, me on NASDAQ and Cyber Traders. You see something, say something. And one last thing before we go, we got a lot of new members that joined us yesterday. We did an 8 o'clock event and we did a 12 o'clock. You can always go back and review it. If you're one of our new members here in the Cyber Group room, please don't buy anything. You're just here to watch, just to see everything that we preached, everything we talked about, and see and put our money where our mouth is. And most importantly, to see if the other traders know how to think for themselves, because we're always looking to recruit new traders to be part of our family. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading. Be safe. And we'll see you back here at 2:30.